Hey guys, Ailoupup here. Today is my goals for 2020. I didn't do one of these last year, so I'm trying to do it this year instead. And while I have my goals themselves written down in a list, I do not have anything else scripted, so we'll just have to see how this goes. And also, none of this is in any particular order. So, with my first goal is to save for a camera and a laptop. I don't know if this will be a goal that I'll be able to complete just because I have two weddings that I'm a part of this year, and I still have things that I need to get for the weddings. So we'll have to see if I can manage it. If not, it'll have to be the following year. By the end of 2019, I had managed to get my other laptop fixed, as it had been not working for at least like 2 years, but it is not a laptop powerful enough that I can edit on. So with my new laptop, I'm planning or wanting something that I can at least edit on. Goal number 2 is to read out of my comfort zone. I don't read a lot that's out of either fantasy or YA. I have been doing a lot more of it recently, especially considering I'm currently reading, or I should say listening to, Outlander on Audible. And there have been other series that I have read that were not either fantasy or YA or middle grade. And I certainly have things on my TBR that are not either any of those things. Which leads into my next goal, which is to read more classics. I do have at least one classic on my TBR currently, which is The Three Musketeers, and I'm hoping to get to that by the end of the year. I've always wanted to read more classics, but I've never really had the ability to. I can never seem to find them in my library. They're probably there, just taken out or something. My next goal is to stick more with BookTube. I haven't been uploading videos lately because I've been suffering with mental health, and it's been a little difficult to keep to things, but I've been hoping that this year will be a better year for my mental health, and in that way I might be able to stick with BookTube a little bit more than I have in the past couple of years. The next goal I have here just says to write more, but also later on in my list I also say to finish my first draft. So I'm just gonna lump those 2 points together and say, now that I have a working computer that I can write on, I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish my first draft this year of the story that I'm working on. I'm not too ready to talk about it yet, but we'll see how far I get on later in the year and if I decide to talk about it a bit more later. My next goal is to read more big books. Lately, I've been reading a lot of smaller books, as in 300, 400, and less. So I'm hoping to read a few more bigger books, because that was always my thing when I was younger, was that I really enjoyed bigger books. But lately I've just been reading smaller books and middle grade books, which, even though some of them can be bigger, they are fairly simple and fairly easy to read because, they're middle grade. And on the topic of books, my Goodreads goal is going to be 52. That's what it was last year in 2019. And I think I did fairly well. I mean, I did read 53 or 54, I believe. So I think it's a fairly attainable goal for me. And my last goal is to read, or I should say listen to, one audiobook per month. I've been trying to get into reading more audiobooks, listening to more audiobooks. And on the flip side of that, ebooks as well, because I have a ton of ebooks. However, I always tend to forget to read them, so I don't read as many ebooks as I probably should. So to add to that, I'll also say one ebook per month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what some of your goals are, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me.